RO 160, Lieutenant David Okello. I joined the forces, the first NRA Medical Corps in 1994. And I was recruited as a store manager. Eventually, I trained as a pharmacy technician, and I've been working as a pharmacy technician for a long time. I managed the stores, the first medical stores for NRA when we were in Sub-Depot Mbuya. I was in charge medical stores. Then eventually in 1978, we moved the headquarters of medical stores to Bombo. Yeah, that was in 1978. So the headquarters had moved from Mbuya to Bombo. So I still continue to serve as the medical stores manager, giving drugs to the whole army. They would come from all the divisions, 1st Division, 2nd Division, 3rd Division, and 4th Division medical officers would get that drugs from the general quarters sub-depot. After that, my service continued within the country. I also worked briefly in 4th Division during the operation. We would deliver drugs to those areas. Then in the time of medical mission, when we moved to Somalia, our people moved to South Sudan, Central Africa, all those areas, we were also delivering supplies of drugs to protect and keep our soldiers healthy. And now in Somalia, I was deployed there in Battle Group 8 and 10. I served still in the AMISOM as the in-charge medical stores, where we were giving drugs to all other contingents who were serving in the AMISOM. And we managed to get good report how we kept the stores medical. We even had a recommendation from the UN that our management of stores was good. I worked with our doctor then was Dr. Well, I forgot his name a bit because he has left the forces. But our report was good. We worked there for 2 years. Then I came back. When I came back, because of the good report, I still went back to be in charge of medical stores. Then eventually, I was deployed in 2014. I was deployed in the General Military Hospital to manage still the medical stores. That is where I absorbed keeping the stores up to the time of my retirement today. Now, some of the achievements I had during my service, right from 1994 in the service, it made me to build my family. By that time, I had young children right from the 1994, and because of the good service that we were doing, I was able to educate all our children. As we talk now, one of my daughters has completed a master's degree, and then the boy is also finished his high school. He's doing, he finished doing the logistic management, and he's working. Right now, he has gone outside the country. He's working in Saudi Arabia, managing our the coffee issue. They are the one advertising our coffee in those parts of the world. So all our children, because of the good work we have worked and the welfare we have had in the UPDF, because I joined the Wajalendo, which made it easy for me to manage their school. I could get loan, pay school fees, do other things, and the children studied. So all of them went through high school. So as I retire today, all our children have finished their studies. We are just at home, and I'm going home a contented man. So my only advice and what I learned during the course of my work is that the trust they had in me to manage the government resources kept me through all those time without having problems of mismanagement or loss of drugs or anything like that. I worked successfully and I was contented with what I was given. So I didn't have any problem, challenge of punishment because of wrongdoing or whatever. So I going home with a clean record. My file is there to prove that. I've never had any kind of anything that would tarnish my name. Just because of being trustworthy and being contented with what you have been assigned to do. So my only advice to the young officers we have left behind, because all this time that I've worked for the last coming to 30 years at in the same position, managing the drugstores, we have mentored, we have recruited many young people. And those days, we didn't have very many qualified pharmacists. But as we live today, the manpower resources is no longer a problem. So now we have mentored many, and as I'm leaving the place well equipped. They are doing the good work in Jail Military Hospital, even in all other divisions where we have our sub depots, our sub stores where we are keeping drugs. So the UPDF drug supplies today, as we receive from the national medical stores, is being managed very well. Drugs are not completely absent in the hospital or out of stock are many. There are few cases where some drugs which are specialized may become out of stock, but the general drug that we need for managing all our cases common are always available. We make sure they are there. So I'm very contented as I'm leaving home today. The only thing that I'm going to do while at home is now to switch to home management. I and my wife, and we still have one daughter who is in senior 6. We shall make sure the home is well protected. We had started also other projects, leave alone the medical where we worked. We have started a poultry project, and then that will keep us busy. We shall keep our life, and with the resources, the money that I'm going to get out of my retirement benefits, we are going to expand and make this project of poultry bigger. So our life will not be a wasted life. I'm going to settle down and organize, and then we do our work well. Thank you very much. Yeah, the best moment that I've had in my department is when we were able to meet the needs of the army. Many times people have come from even outside the civilians where they would not get the medicine they need. My only best time is that they would talk well of us and they would get what they could not get from somewhere else. So that was my joy, to find that we are at least meeting the needs of the people. So even as we are living, that was really, we haven't got any people who are saying and thanking us for what we can give it to them. So those are the good times I remember. Yes, certain thing that I would not forget is actually because we are working with young people and whose ambitions are actually sometimes to get rich quickly. And you have had some cases that sometimes some drugs are caught, and you find that people who want to get quick rich wealth sell of those drugs, and those are the time that we would regret. I would regret and say, really, we are not meant to do that. This is what we had been entrusted with. We should be able to work well and use the drug for the right purpose. So those are the worst moments I would regret experiencing. Yeah, thank you very much. As I told you, my recruitment in the forces was specifically professional to handle uh, the health issues, medicine. So my command area is to make sure that the supplies that is needed in those areas reach well and make sure we do what we are supposed to do. And I'm aware many of those commanders that we work with still recall and know that yes, this is the man who is fulfilling his obligation of making sure we get what we need. Yeah. Yes. My name RO 12160, Lieutenant David Okello. I'm a pharmacy technician, store manager, General Military Hospital, Bombo. I'm retiring today, the 15th November 2024. We have just finished our registration and documentation. I'm glad I'm going home with all my part that I've came with. I've not sustained any serious injuries. I only go home with my eyes, seeing all. I go home with my legs and nothing has harmed me, though we have suffered for long. We went through many fires, but the Lord has protected us. Thank you. Thank you very much for that good questions. Nothing really take away your profession as a medical officer, as a pharmacist, as a pharmacy assistant. When you come in the army, you still practice the same profession, and you do it very well. You don't divert. We don't divert you to do other things. One thing you do is to make you feel that you are part of the family. You go through some training, at least 9 months. We make sure you become a military personnel. You fit in the society, and military is actually to remove the fear. You don't have to have any fear in you, because even the enemy wants to take away the supplies that you are managing. So you are trained how to handle the gun, how to protect your supplies, and of course the enemy not to kill you, but you are to kill the enemy if they comes. So you are trained, you are prepared for that, just to feel part of us. But you will not be taken to command other soldiers to lead war somewhere. You will still work within your profession. Yeah.